Evening, everybody. Oh, let's turn the echo off. Evening, everybody. How we doing? Showtime around about 10 minutes, okay? As always, just we get the stream up and running. Just to make sure everything's okay. Give me a thumbs up if you can see the backdrop, and also you can hear me, okay? Thank you. I think that's Ali. Thank you. Lovely jubbly. Good evening, Jan Grant, Margaret O'Shea, Mandy Morris, John Powell, Pete Cavaney, Ali Holly. Thank you, Mandy. Evening, Anne. Evening, Sue, over at the Glasgow. Hello to the Glasgow. Anybody else watching? Francis, hello, Francis. Good evening, Shane. Hello, Claire. Are you there, Ronnie Grant? Dongleless or dangleless? Hello, Sue Hewitt. Hello, Lee Hoyland. Brother, how you doing, bro? Don't panic. You're being very lucky at the minute. You don't have to look at me. You just see the banner. If you can see the banner and you can hear me, you are in the right place, all right? Hello, Mary Fleming. Hello, Gordon. Hello, Nell. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Mel. How you doing, brother? Jackie, Garrett, how are you? Big stand there, yeah? So, how we doing, everybody? Hello, Louise. Hello, Diane, Sarati Clunitz. Hello, Judy Webb. How are you doing? Right, unfortunately for you, excuse me, hello Caroline. Unfortunately for you, you should now be able to see me. Hello Anne O'Hurley, how are you, sweetheart? Hi Louise. Alright, as you very well know, by the time you see the back of this, back behind me here, my all-time top 30. You have no idea how difficult that is when you have billions of songs, okay? I really did my best, all right? So it's my top... oh, why the hell that stopped? It's my top 30 songs. Thank you, Claire. I had to wear some sparkles, otherwise Ann Dodson would have given me a really hard time, so that's why we've got sparkles, okay? Just give me a second. All right, there you go. Hello, Derek Adamson. How are you, my friend? So there's a fairly eclectic mix in here tonight, all right? This is the first show since we started all the shows way back last March, all right? 14 months ago. Christ, is it that long? The first one where it's my choice, okay? Basically, I wanted to show you, let you hear some of the songs that mean so much to me. Oh, I'm sure you will, Claire. I can take it. I've had my jabs. Well, one of them. All right, couple more minutes. Hello, Karen. The only thing we do in my top favourites, right? I'll tell you one of the problems. Every single one of them's difficult, or maybe not. Two. I think there's two that are fairly easy. Mel knows what I'm talking about. Hello, Alison Melrose. Thank you, Mary. Might not be saying that after you've heard them. Yeah, thank you, Lee. Gotta make the effort for you, you know. You're good enough to sit and watch, so... I was going to wear a t-shirt, but there you go. Hello, Karina. Alrighty, we're nearly ready to start. Well, I got to wear the shirts, pricey. $7.99 each, you know. That's euros. Thanks, Phil and Karen. Same to you. No bloody reason why you can't all be here apart from bloody Boris. Marco, be Jesus. Who's that for, Mel? Is that for me? Hello, Karen. Karen and Mo. And Marmion, how are you, sweetie? Over there in Ireland. Kathy, how you doing all the way from Belfast? How about you? Kathy and Michael. Alright, so we got a few on. We might as well get kicked off, alright? Hello, Steve. How are you? Alrighty, so as we said before, this is basically my show tonight. Something special, something a bit different for you, okay? Because a lot of these songs I very rarely do. There's some I've never done on any of the live shows in 14 months, alright? Which is about 26, I think it is, something like that. So some of these songs I haven't done for a very long time, so if I cock them up, it's your fault, okay? Coming in at number 30. Here's a song that I actually never thought I could do, all right? And then Miss Alison Clancy decided that she wanted to hear it, and she asked me to learn it, so I did, and I did, and I worked, and still didn't get it. So, you are actually stuck with how it comes out. By the way, if for any particular reason the stream is interrupted, there are two things that would make it interrupt. It's either my internet or it's Facebook. If it's Facebook, I have to restart the stream. If it's my my internet, then what will happen is, if you just stay where you are, it should come back on all by itself, all right? So you shouldn't have to go hunting, he said. But don't hold me to that, okay? All right, so coming in at number 30, this band right here, all right, and this song. So here is coming in, straight in at number 30, is this song right here. As always, give me the thumbs up if you're getting a good sound already. Hello, John Grant. She pours herself another cup of coffee. She contemplates the stain across the wall. But it's in between the cleaning and the washing. That's when looking back's the hardest part of all. And she always did her best to try and please him, and he always did his best to make her cry. And she got down on her knees to stop him bleeding, but he always knew one day he'd say goodbye. Where are your friends? Where are your children? Is this your house? Is this your home? Does nothing ever last forever? Does everybody hope the sound is good for you. All right. Takes the business sticks from his old suitcase, and he backs away the places of his life. They all love him, but they always try to change him. That's what happens when a girl becomes a wife. Well, she pours herself another cup of coffee, and the pictures leave a clean space on the wall. But it's in between the leaving and the loving. That's when looking back's the hardest part of all. Hey. Where are your friends? Where are your children? Is this your house? Is this your home? There's nothing ever lasts forever. 'Cause everybody sleep alone. Alone. Mel, how's the sound, buddy? Hello, Kate Graham. Alone. Oh, yeah. Pour yourself another cup. For yourself. Oh, she pours herself another cup of coffee. Yeah, she pours herself another cup of coffee. Don't look back. Cup of coffee. Another cup. Pour yourself another cup. There you go. That's number 30 in the chart this evening. Thank you, Nell. I was just reading Ann Power. I have a sore stomach, but we'll be okay after a big pump. Okay. Oh, well done, Mel. Good lad. What, have you put the laptop on top of the television? Or the phone? All right, as I said tonight, there are some songs that I've maybe done once or maybe twice. And this is one of those songs, all right? Guy I used to really got into when I was back in the 80s, all right? I really thought this guy was brilliant. So coming in at number 29 is the fabulous Richard Marx, all right? So we're going to do this. I'm not sure I should be able, if I'm allowed to tell you who it is, but hey, we'll see what happens. So this is a tune and a half. Summertime song. Hey. Thank you, Derek. Come on. Hey. Summer came and left without a warning. All at once I looked and you were gone. Why I Now you're looking back at me, searching for a way that we could be like we were before. Why I keep Now I'm back to what I knew before you. Somehow the city doesn't look the same. I give my life for one more night, having you here to hold me tight. Oh, till the day you said goodbye. And I remember every moment, that endless summer night. Yeah. Still recall the walks along the beaches, the way your hair would glisten in the sun, rising in the afternoon, making love to you under the moon. Oh, oh, you remember all the nights we spent in silence. Every single breath you took was mine. We can have it all again. Say that you'll be with me when the sun brings your heart to mine. Whoa, yeah. And I remember how you loved me. Time was all we had until the day you said goodbye. And I remember every moment of those endless summer nights. I can say, so please don't run away from what we had together. It's only you and me tonight, so let's stay lost in flight. Won't you please surrender? Said goodbye. And I remember every moment of those endless summer nights. Ooh, I remember. And I remember how you loved me. Time was all we had until the day you said goodbye. There you go, Mr. Marks and Endless Summer Nights. John White, new shirt. That's not a question, it's a suggestion. Ba-bum. Yes. You booked your flight yet, Johnny boy? All right, you're doing the quiz on Sunday. Okay, so that's at number 29. As I say, there are songs in here tonight that are absolute murder to do. This next one is one of those, by the Unmentionables. And Mel knows how difficult this one is. This one is a bugger, so it is. Keep talking to each other, as always. Hello, Margaret Robertson, how are you? This is a bugger, this one. Here we go. For all the Unmentionable fans, which is all of us, one of these nights, one of these crazy old nights, gonna find out, pretty mama, what turns on the lights. The full moon is calling, fever is high, and the wicked wind whispers and moans. You got your demons, you got desires. desires. I got a few of my own. Ooh, someone to be kind to in between the dark and the light. Ooh, coming right behind you. Swear I'm gonna find you one of these nights. One of these dreams. One of these lost and lonely dreams now. Gonna find one, one that really screams. I've been searching for the daughter of the devil himself. I've been searching for that angel in white. I've been waiting for a woman who's a little of both, but I can feel her, but she's nowhere inside. Ooh, loneliness will blind you in between the dark and the light. Ooh, coming right behind you. Swear I'm gonna find you one of these nights. Hey. Hello, Roma. Hello, Becky. One of these nights. Ooh, in between the dark and the light. Coming right behind you. Swear I'm gonna find you. Get you, baby, one of these nights. One of these nights. Woo, woo, one of these nights. Oh, I can breathe. I can breathe. One of these nights. Swear I'm gonna find you now. One of these nights. Ooh, get so dark, ain't gonna love it. What a crazy, crazy, crazy night. One of these nights. Swear I'm gonna find you, got me right behind you. Ooh, ooh, one of these nights. One of these crazy, crazy, crazy nights. Oh my God. There you go. That's the Unmentionables. And hello, Glenn. How are you, my friend? Yeah, it should be. Apart from the fact it's me singing, of course, the actual sound is fabulous. Somebody else popped up there. Who was it? Oh, Jen. Jen Howe. How are you, Jen? Okay, this next song here comes in, of course. That was number 28. This one comes in at number, guess what? Yeah, it's number 27. A lot of people haven't heard of this guy. He was kind of like a one-hit wonder. He was actually Australian, and it's not Kevin Wilson, not Kevin bloody Wilson, right? Don't get confused. This guy had a one-hit wonder that basically told the story of, and it touched me. You know, I was probably about 16, maybe 17, something like that, and this song really touched me because it kind of tells the story of every struggling muso, which is me still, unfortunately. And it kind of, you know, the subject matter kind of got to me. All right, so this is one I always cock up, but it's in because it's about my top 30, and it is just such a fabulous song, all right? So if you've not heard this before, this is a classic one-hit wonder from the 70s, and it was a big, big song, was this. Suzanne Berrigan, how are you, sweetie? I don't know if your mum's on yet. So this song here, ladies and gentlemen, a guy called Kevin Johnson. No relation. I can still remember, bought my first guitar. Remember how good the feeling was, put it proudly in my car. My family listened 50 times to my 2-song repertoire. I told my mom her only son was gonna be a star. Bought all the Beatle records, sounded just like Paul. Bought all the old Chuck Berrys, 78s and all. I sat by my record player, playing every note they played. I watched them all on TV, making every move they made. Rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life. All the dreamy sunny Sundays, all the moonlit summer nights. I was so busy in the back room, writing love songs to you. You were changing your direction, and you never even knew that I was always just one step behind you. Yeah. '66 seemed like the year I was really going somewhere. Living in San Francisco, flowers in our hair, singing songs of kindness so the world would understand that the guys and me was something more than just another band. And then in '69 in LA came around so soon, we were really making headway, writing lots of tunes. Must have played the wildest stuff we had ever played. The way the crowds cried out for us, we thought we had it made. Rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life. All the crazy, lazy young days, all the magic moonlit nights. I was so busy on the road, singing love songs to you. You were changing your direction, you never even knew. I was always just one step behind you. '71 in Soho, when I saw Suzanne trying to get it solo. Someone else's band came up to me later and she took me by the hand. I told her all my troubles, she seemed to understand, and she followed me through London, through 100 hotel rooms, 100 record companies. Didn't like my tune. She followed me when finally I sold that old guitar. She tried to help me understand I'd never be a star. Rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life. All dreamy, sunny Sundays, moonlit summer nights. Though I never knew the magic of making it with you, thank the Lord for giving me the little bit I knew. And I will always be one step behind you. Rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life, singing out my love songs in the brightly flashing lights. Though I never knew the magic making it with you, thank the Lord for giving me the little bit I knew. Rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life. All the dreamy, sunny Sundays, moonlit summer nights. was so busy in the back room writing love songs for you. You were changing your direction, you never even knew. Come on, rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life, all them dreamy sunny Sundays. There you go, Kevin Johnson, and a song that really got to me when I was yes, I was actually a teenager, and just blew me away. It's just such a great song. Evening, everyone that joined us. I don't know who's David Chalmers. How you doing, David? Yeah, so that song kind of means a lot to me, you know. Which is what tonight is all about, to be quite honest with you. All right, I have no idea why, but on this one we have a white... Oh, we haven't got... Have you got a white line down the side of the backdrop? I don't know, it shouldn't be. Hey, Eileen Thornton, how are you? All right, here's another one that's... there are a couple by this band, well, 2 or 3 tonight by this band. This is by The Unmentionables again, and also covered by... it was actually written by a guy called Steve... Come on, John. Steve somebody. Can't remember his second name. Steve Young, I think. Anyway, he wrote it. The Unmentionables recorded it. And then Alan Jackson also did a brilliant live version of this. So I'm a sucker for harmonies. There are 2 or 3 songs in tonight that feature harmonies, and this is one of them. So, in at number 26. There's a clip on YouTube of them doing that, like backstage before they go on, like a cappella. Oh my God. Fabulous. All right, just join us, welcome along. It is my top 30. Hello, Gallia. It's my favourite top 30 songs to the best of my ability. God, it is so difficult, man. You want to try it sometime, right? Because you think you could just pick them out easy. You can't. You can pick 4 or 5 out easy, and then there's tons that you want to put in, and then there's tons that you think, well, no, maybe I like that better. Man, it's very, very difficult. By the way, Sue, if you're still watching, so I was looking for a lighter the other day, right? This is it's one of them candle lighter things. It's like a flamethrower. That's what it's like. All right, one of a couple by this guy. All right, Claire Morris, if you're watching, I know you're a big fan of this guy. I know that Nell is a big fan of this guy. So coming in at number 25 is this song by Mr. Joel. Thank you, Stan. As I say, it's a bit different, all right? So I'm trying to keep you interested. You must be sick to death of watching me now. No answer from John White. I know that Mel likes this because Mel, as you know, is a bit of a rocker. As far as I know, I think Mel's on tomorrow night. I think Mel's doing a live show tomorrow night. And I think Zoe is also doing a show. No, Zoe's on yet. You should watch Mel. Mel just sings his tiny little ass off. All right, so here we go. This is a rocker. And no apologies. This is one of my favorite Billy Joel songs, okay? Unfortunately, it's not that one, Cara. Sorry. But it is BJ, okay? Stan likes this because it rocks a bit. Oh, yeah. I saw him do this live. Wow. I seen the lights go out on Broadway. I saw the Empire State laid low. Life went on beyond the Palisade. They all bought Cadillacs, left there long ago. Held a concert out in Brooklyn. Watched the island bridges blow. Hello, Judy. Turn up, power down. Drove us underground. We went right on with the show. Broadway, saw the ruins at my feet. You know, we almost didn't notice it. Seen it all the time on 42nd Street. They burned the churches up in Harlem, like in that Spanish Civil War. Planes are everywhere, but no one really cared. It always burned out there before. Yeah. Seen the rats lie down on Broadway. I watched the mighty skyline fall. Folks were waiting at the Battery. Oh, the union went on strike. They never said it all. free. Said the Queens could stay, but blew the Bronx away and sank Manhattan out at sea. Hello, Paco. We're bright on Broadway, but that was so many years ago, before we all lived here in Mallorca, before the mafia took over Tenerife. There are not many who remember. They say a handful still survive. Tell the world about the way the lights went up and kept the memory alive. Buenas noches, Paco. What a tune that is. Oh, yeah. Gracias, amigo. Okay. Now, I said there were a couple, and there are. This song here, I searched for years on all the backing track companies to try and find this, and nobody ever had it. And at the start of lockdown, when we were like just trying to find everything and anything and trying new songs, I came across it, and I couldn't believe my eyes. And I thought, well, see, sometimes you find a song you really want, and then you hear the backing track and it's garbage, so you can't use it. Not the case with this particular song, all right? I know lots of people like this. When we did it the first time, so many people said, oh, my God. Some people had never heard it before and went, what a great song. And some people knew that Billy had done this next song. And they loved it. So, sliding in at number 24 is this, and what a tune this is. All right. When you look into my eyes, you see the crazy gypsy in my soul. Always comes as a surprise when I feel my withered roots begin to grow. Well, I never had a place that I could call my very own. That's alright, my love, you're my home. Yeah. When you touch my weary head, you tell me everything will be alright. You say, use my body for your bed. My love will keep you warm throughout the night. Well, I'll never be a stranger, and I'll never be alone. Wherever we're together, that's my home. Yeah. Home could be the Pennsylvania Turnpike, Indiana's early morning dew, high up in the hills of California. Home is just another word for you. Hello, Levon Goodman. Very Tony Blackburnish. Better than the other guy. Hey! Well, I've never had a place that I could call my very own. That's alright, my love, you're my home. go, Amanda. If I travel all my life, I never get to stop and settle down. Long as I have you by my side, there's a roof above, good walls all around. You're my castle and my cabin and my instant pleasure dome. I need you in my house, you're my home. 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 Thank you very much. Yes, that's at number 24. David Chalmers, you got a problem with the sound? Has anybody else got sound? Thumbs up time if you've got sound, all right? I'd rather sort it if you haven't. David doesn't appear to have it. He just put, has anyone got sound? What, me or David? Thank you, Mary. Thank you, John Grant. All right, so everybody's got sound apart from David Chalmers. Somebody put David Chalmers, go out and come back in again. I don't know why he's got that. No idea. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, although we did some by the Unmentionables, so far we haven't done... I got a bloody... YouTube just sent me a message. We're not on bloody YouTube. You're probably wondering why we haven't done much country yet. Well, don't worry, there is. Here's one for you right now. Matilde, how you doing? I tell you, it's very quiet, and I'm not saying it's because you're not drinking, Miss Ann Powell. Thank you, Margaret O'Shea. Hiya, Willie. How you doing, brother? All right, lots and lots and lots of people like this song. Probably about as much as I do. I love it. B&D, the most successful duo in the history of country music. And this is just a fun song to do, man. People say, why do you do it? Because I can. That's why. Hello, Susan Fruit. My Maria, don't you know I've come a long, long way. I've been longing to see her. When she's around, she takes my blues away. Sweet Maria, the sunlight surely hurts my eyes. I'm a lonely dreamer on a highway in the sky. Sing along. Maria, I love you, girl. Oh, Maria, Maria, I love you, girl. Yeah, I love you. I heard Mel do this. My Maria, there were some blue and sorrow times. Just my thoughts about you bring back my peace of mind. Gypsy lady, you're a miracle cure for me. Set my soul free like a ship sailing on the sea. She is the sunlight when the skies are gray. She treats me so right, baby. Take me away. My Maria. There you go, B&D, and one of my favourite songs by them, man. What a great tune that is, by the way. They're all great tunes, really. I don't think B&D had a bad one, to be quite honest with you. All right, evening, everybody. And anybody new joined us? Has anybody seen Hazel yet? Hazel? Was Hazel on yet? I don't know if Hazel's here. Michael Lozak Sr., I saw you pop up. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not making a list. If any questions are about the show in the quiz, right, I should get a free pass. Mandy Morris is away to pick up a sailor, and she'll be back shortly. All right. Now, here's a wee song that this next guy here, much maligned, right, but particularly by the press. This guy in the 80s was a genius, let me tell you. As you probably know, I've told you before, I went to see him 2 or 3 times, and the guy was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And this song here is a great song. This song was written by, I think it was Randy Edelman wrote this song. Randy Edelman had a couple of big hits himself. But he wrote this, I think he recorded this song, but he gave it basically to Baz. And Baz had a massive hit with it, all right? On the album, Manilow Magic. And here's a tune that, for very good reasons, I very rarely do. All right. Boy, it's getting warm in here now. Flipping heck. Should have put my t-shirt on. Last night I waved goodbye. Now it seems years. I'm back in the city where nothing is clear but thoughts of me holding you, bringing us near. And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you Time in New England took me away to long rocky beaches, and you by the bay. We started a story whose end must now wait. And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you again? I feel the change coming. I feel the wind blow. I feel brave and daring. I feel my blood flow. With you, I could bring out all the love that I have. With you, there's a heaven, so earth ain't so bad. And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you? you go, everybody. Big Baz in at number 2. Thank you, Mel. Always said you're a scholar. So, yeah. Great taste, mate. Mr. Manilow, unbelievably good, and don't let anybody tell you any different. I'm not sure about now right enough, but in the 80s and the 90s, but even in the 70s. Amanda Morrison, how are you? Neville Barrett, how you doing? All right, now, there was a band in the 70s, going through to the 80s, who came out exactly the same time, roughly the same time, as the Unmentionables. And they were half Australian and half American. Altogether, there was 8 of them. So there was 8 in the band, all of which sang harmony. And the main guys were also fabulous musicians, all right? Fabulous. There was a guy called Beeb Birtles on guitar. Mel, you got to search this guy out if you've never heard of Little River Band. I'm sure you have. For those of you who haven't, they were one of my favourite bands. I used to listen to them an awful lot. I got the Little River Band greatest hits. That's all you need. And you whack them on and you listen to the quality of the songs and also the quality of the harmonies. Oh, my God. Blew me away, they did. So one of theirs is in because I did listen an awful lot to them in the 70s and in the 80s, all right? So that's why it's in. If you've never heard them before, I know several people have. It was on one of my albums years ago, was this song. All right? I know, so Ron's definitely got it. And probably Nell, right? So, they were called LRB. That's what it did. Well, TLRB, the Little River Band. And have a listen to this, all right? Fab song. Fab.
Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sit down, take a look at yourself. Don't you want to be somebody? Someday somebody's gonna see inside. You have to face up. You can't run and hide.
Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying.
Unlucky in love, at least that's what they say. He lost his head and he gambled his heart away. He still keeps searching, though there's nothing left. Staked his heart and lost. Now he has to pay the cost.
Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying.
It's okay, he smiles and says, though his loneliness is driving him crazy. He don't show what goes on in his head, but if you watch very close, you'll see it all. Alison Clancy, how you doing? Was it? It's Southern Nights album. Sit down, take a look at yourself. Don't you want to be somebody? Someday somebody's gonna see inside. You have to face up. You can't run and hide.
Have you
There you go, Nell. Oh man, Nell, you have to. Little River Band, all right. I think you have actually do me a couple. You've heard me do a couple. Another one would be Cool Change. That's another one. And a song called Reminiscing is another one. Read that as super laxatives. Of course you did. Oh dear. Have a drink, Anne, please. All right, talking about the unmentionables as we were. All right, I said there were 2 or 3 by this band. There's another one a bit later, and there's another couple by Mr. Henley. But this song here, it's basically become a standard in every country show I do. It's always in, generally. Let's hope we don't get knocked off because of it. All right. But I do love the song. Come on. When I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load, I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 and she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheel drive you crazy. Lighten up, but you still can. Don't even try to understand. You'll find a place to make your stand. Take it easy, alright. Well, I'm standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose, or we may win, but we will never be here again. Open up, I'm climbing in. Take it easy. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. So hard to find. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheel drive you crazy. It used to be the Mallorca national anthem. We're going to have to find something else now, like Take Your Prozac. Oh, dear. We nearly got, didn't we? We nearly got you here. Nearly. And then good old Boris. What a dickhead. Seriously. Not only did he not put us on the list, he then took friggin' Portugal off. What a... Not a thought about the people that had flown over there, 2 days beforehand. Anyway. So fingers crossed for the next few weeks, and let's see what happens. Let's see if he decides to suddenly change his mind again. He obviously doesn't have any plan whatsoever. All right, this next band here. Certainly, I know Mrs. Vicky Hoyland likes this. And I'm a huge fan of this band, by the way, huge. Again, in the late 70s and early 80s, their album Midnight Magic, oh my God, again, another life-changing, hello Grant Simpson, another life-changing album. So that's why there are a couple of songs by these guys in. This, again, is probably fairly often done in my 70s show, because it's just such a great song. Sail on down the line about every mile or so. Well, don't really want to know where you're going. Maybe once or twice, you see, time after time I try, but hold on, we got, but now you're going. I don't mind about the things you're gonna see, Lord. I gave you all my money and my time. I know it's a shame, but I'm giving it back in there. I'll be on my way, I won't be back to stay. I guess I move along, I'm looking for a good time. Hello, Ma Berrigan. Sail on down the line, ain't it funny how the time can go? Friends say they told me so, but it doesn't matter. It was plain to see that a small town boy like me just wasn't your cup of tea. I was wishful thinking. I gave you my heart and I tried to make you happy. You gave nothing in return. You know it ain't so hard to say, would you please just go away? I've thrown away my blues, tired of being used. I want everyone to know I'm looking for a good time. Good time. Oh, sail on, honey. Good times never felt so good. Sail on, honey. Good times never felt so good. Sail on, sugar. Good times never felt so good. There you go, the Commodores. Mary Berrigan, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? You well? You well? You well? Nice to see you. Well, virtually. What about your sis? Is your sis there, Suzanne? All right. You do have 2 or 3 songs coming up that you love, Suzanne. Well, at least one massive that you do. All right, here is a guy that in the 70s, not only I was listening to people like James Taylor and, like I said, the Unmentionables. I nearly said them there. And also a couple of guys. There was a guy called Jim Croce who wrote Time in a Bottle and If You Could... what did he wrote? I'll Have to Say I Love You in a Song and Bad Bad Leroy Brown. Hello, Linda Hunter. And there was another guy, and it was this guy. And I know that Lee Hoyland likes this song. And John Grant, if John Grant's still there, John Grant likes this guy big time. So do I. Had a couple of amazing songs. It was a bit odd, though. I bought an album of his, and some of the stuff's a bit sort of like, I think you'd have to be smoking the weed, I think, to appreciate, which I have never have done. Well, I did once. Didn't do a thing of me. I fell asleep. Okay. So this is a song by Mr. Lightfoot here, and it's again classic. Goes like this. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like the old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me. I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost that you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. Oh, but heroes often fail. You won't read that book again, because the ending's just too hard to tell. Hello, Christine. I walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Enter number 2, a movie queen that plays the scene, bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. I never thought I could act this way, and I gotta say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like that old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. Here the story always ends, but if you read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feeling that you left. I never thought I could feel this way, and I gotta say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, I I love that. Thanks very much, Mr. Gordon Lightfoot. Katrina Blythe. Hello, Katrina. Who else? Albina, good evening. Thank you, Lee. It is a tune, though, isn't it? All right, while we're on the subject, or we were, of the Commodores, it was tough, you know. There's 4 or 5 songs by them that I love, all right? And I had to pick at least 2 of them because, as I say, Midnight Magic, the album, blew me away. Oh, Mandy's back. Sailor has been taken care of. You what? You what? Ooh, missus. Just a question again. Has anybody seen Hazel on yet? Because she's got a song coming up shortly, I think. All right, so another song by the Commodores coming in at number 17. Oh, it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. You know I begged, stole, and I borrowed. Yeah. That's why I'm easy. Yeah. I'm easy like sunny morning. Yeah. Ooh, that's why I'm easy. Yeah. I'm easy like sunny morning. Put chains on me. You know I paid my dues to make it. Everybody wants me to be what they want me to be. I'm not happy when I try to fake it. No. Ooh, that's why I'm easy. Easy like sunny morning. Yeah. Ooh, that's why I'm easy. Yeah. Easy like sunny morning. I wanna be high, so high. I wanna just me. Oh, yeah. Ooh, hey. Nice one, Lee. That's why I'm easy. Yeah. Easy like sunny morning. Yeah. Ooh, that's why I'm easy. Yeah. Easy like sunny morning. Woo. That's why I'm easy. sunny morning. There you go, the Commodores. Now I'm going to need this on for the next one. Because you can't do a song by this guy without having his hat on. Thank you, Caroline. We're not finished yet. Good show so far, you mean? Okay. All right, I don't know where Hazel is. Hazel would like this one. I know everybody in our lot, I know we're fairly big fans of this guy. Let's see. Alrighty, here we go. Bit of country. It was Labor Day weekend, I was 17. Bought a Coke and some gasoline. I drove out to the county fair. When I saw her for the first time, standing there in that ticket line, it all started right then and there. Oh, say the sky made a perfect sunset. That's a day I'll never forget. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt, killing me in that mini skirt. Escaping rocks on the river by the railroad track. She had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss. My heart don't forget something like that. No, not something like that. It was 5 years later on a southbound plane, headed down to New Orleans. Meet some friends of mine for the Mardi Gras. When I heard a voice from the past, coming from a few rows back. When I looked, couldn't believe just what I saw. She said, I bet you don't remember me. And I said, only every other memory. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt, killing me in that mini skirt. Escaping rocks on the river by the railroad track. You had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss. My heart don't forget something like that. Was it, Anne? I'm glad. Like an old photograph, time can make your memory fade. But the memory of the first love never fades away. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt, killing me in that mini skirt. Skipping rocks on the river by the railroad track. She had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss. My heart don't forget. No, my heart don't forget. I said, my heart don't forget something like that. Yeah, no, not something like that. Hey. There you go, Mr. McGraw. I've got to pump up this, not the volume, pump up the aircon. Bump up the aircon, bump up the aircon. Was that the first Tim song you heard, Anne? Was it? I would have thought it would have been something like Down on the Farm or something. You was 3, yeah. Of course you were. "20 years, Jesus." It's funny, isn't it, how those 20 years have flown and the last year and a half has dragged like... All right, we have a song by this guy who I went to see, I'm sure I told you before. Anyway, he was fabulous, was this guy. Right, well, if Nellikins, you were 20 and Anne was 3, how old was I? Be gentle. All right, here's one by Mr. Keith. I know you like him for different reasons. Well, probably the same reasons, but for different... whatever. I'm not getting involved. Here's a song that took... I like lots of Toby. Tons, right? Tons. But this song here, again, it kind of speaks to me, you know. I think in a previous life, maybe. Anyway. This song is so true. Oh, yeah. I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away or settling down? Would you marry me if I asked you twice and begged her pretty please? She'd have said yes in a New York minute. Ain't ever tied the knot, his heart wasn't in it. Just stole a kiss as he rode away. He never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. Should have been a cowboy, should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle ride, stealing a young girl's heart, yeah, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. Might have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James, ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotgun for the Texas Rangers. Go west, young man, haven't you been told? California's full of whiskey, women and gold. Sleeping out all night beneath the desert stars, a dream in my eye and a prayer in my heart. Should have been a cowboy, should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle ride, stealing a young girl's heart, yeah, just like Gene and Roy, singing them campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. Oh, play it for me, baby. Should have been a cowboy, should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on the cattle ride, stealing a young girl's heart, yeah, just like Gene and Roy, singing them campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy, should have been a cowboy, a cowboy, yeah. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, I must admit I had to look twice at that comment, Lee. And I'm not hammered. Andy Hunter, good evening. Ali Holly, do we get half-time ice cream? What, at Wembley? You'll be going home at half-time. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not getting involved. All right. Oh, my goodness me. How's everybody? Are we okay? Everybody okay? How we doing? Dougie, Mr. Dougie Monroe. Instrumentalist extraordinaire. You try saying that when you're half drunk. Watch the show again, Dougie, from the pub, mate. Amazing, as always. I do wish they'd fucking get rid of that dartboard. I gotta tell you, it annoys me to death. You know, it's like having a TV up behind you. I hate that, man. Just hate it. They should either move you somewhere else or move the frickin' dartboard. It doesn't take much to take it down, does it? Linda McKenzie, how are you, my darling? No, Anne, I haven't, as you well know. And not much chance of it either, I'm afraid. Sorry, not tonight. Normally I'd give in to you, but not tonight. Okay. Here's a wee song by another one of my fairly new favourites, because, again, saw him live with a couple of our pals. We went. Patrick Carroll, how are you, brother? You got to watch, by the way, anybody that's just joined us, you got to watch what you say, because Ann Pow is paying attention tonight to everything, okay? I still say you should just give in and have a vodka. Or a good pump, depending. That wasn't me, she put that, right? That's not me saying that. Pam Naylor, hello Pam, how are you? All right, for those of you who don't know, this guy here, Fabby Dozy, live. Oh my goodness me. And I don't know if Zoe's watching. Zoe loves this song. I had to pick one of the songs I liked. Her day starts with a coffee and ends with a wine. Takes forever getting ready. She's never on time or anything. When she gets that come get me look in her eye, it kinda scares me the way that she drives me wild. She drives me wild. Beautiful, crazy, she can't help but amaze me. The way that she dances, ain't afraid to take chances. Wears her heart on her sleeve. Oh, she's crazy, but her crazy, it's beautiful to me. She makes plans for the weekend, can't wait to go out, till she changes her mind, says let's stay on the couch, watch TV. She falls asleep. Oh, beautiful, crazy, she can't help but amaze me. The way that she dances, ain't afraid of chances, and wears her heart on me. Yeah, she's crazy, her crazy is beautiful to me. She's unpredictable, unforgettable, it's unusual, unbelievable. How I'm such a fool, yeah, I'm such a fool of her. Beautiful, crazy, she can't help but amaze me. Way that she dances, ain't afraid to take chances, wears her heart on her sleeve. Yeah, she's crazy, oh she's crazy, she's crazy, but that crazy, it's beautiful to me. Oh man. Yeah. Thank you very much for a big guy, and he is a big bruiser of a guy. He writes some great songs, does that man? Man, it's so hot with this. All right. Yeah, Lukey Boy writes some great songs. Well, yeah, that's one interpretation of a pump. Yeah, there are two. All right, here is another one. Technically not the Commodores, but him. He, I can't remember which album. It might have been Dancing on the Ceiling or something. This came off this particular song here. But then he did an album, and I'm sure you know, called Tuskegee, which is all his hits, but done by old country artists with him, you know. Hello, Thomas. And this one, if you saw the concert or if you have the album, was done with LBT, another fabulous act. I wanted to put some Little Big Town in, but the only one I could do on my own, because most of them are duets with Zoe now, the only one I could do was Northern Town, and I'm sure you're sick of hearing me sing that. So, but this song here is by Mr. Ritchie, and I love it. All right. So LBT and Lionel. All right. It goes like this. Number 13 in our countdown.
Deep River woman, Lord, I'm coming home to you.
Was it? Okay.
Deep River woman, Lord, I know she's waiting, just anticipating all my love. I spent a night in LA, just another chance to see you. Just you and I wanted you to know that my playing days are over. All I do is think of you, the writing's on the wall. Deep River woman, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Deep River woman, Lord, I know she's waiting, just anticipating all my love.
Hello, Emil.
I've been out in the world, yes, the fast life had me going. Now all that's changed. I finally made up my mind about the one thing I've been knowing. You're the only girl I ever cared for in this world. Lord, I'm coming home to you. Deep River woman, Lord, I know she's waiting, just anticipating all my love.
Emilio. The Royal Garden's all here. Nearly.
Your kind of love, girl, is forever. Took me a long time to realize that I've come so far to
just anticipating all my love. There you go, folks. Deep River Woman, and you got to hear it with him and LBT. Fabulous. Yes, Emilio, who used to work in the Royal Garden along with Suzanne, is with us. If you remember Emilio. You're not kidding, they were a force of nature, weren't they? Alrighty. Something a bit more up tempo for you. This is one of the songs that when we were, I was searching for stuff to learn and try, because I had all the time in the world. This band came up, and this song particularly, I remember this song, man. I think I actually went out and bought it because it's such a brilliant song. Mel had a crack at this the last show I watched. Mel, good job, my friend. You did a good job. It's a tough song, isn't it? Anyway, this is one of the songs I'm really looking forward to doing live in front of you. Fabo. Come on. Hey. Blow round by the wind. Blow down in a spin. I gave you love. I thought we had made it to the top. I gave you all I had to give. Why did it have to stop? You floated on sky high by telling me a lie without a reason why. Floating on sky high. You floated on sky high. Our love had wings to fly. Could have touched the sky. Floating on sky high. Up, around, I've blown, and then down, down like a stone. Oh, I gave you love. I thought that we had made it to the top. I gave you all I had to give. Why did it have to stop? You floated all sky, telling me a lie without a reason why. Floating all sky high. You floated all sky high. Our love had wings to fly. Could have touched the sky. Floating all sky high. You floated all sky high, telling me a lie without a reason why. Floating all sky high. There you go. Jigsaw. I believe they were Scottish, weren't they? Jigsaw? I think they were. Could be wrong. I'm sure somebody will check. Scotland or Birmingham? they're the two I'm sticking to, right? All right. Now, we're going back to this guy again. And back to the Tuskegee album. And I love this song anyway, because it's just a brilliant song. And then when he did Tuskegee, and then he did the live concert. It's on YouTube, I'm sure it is. I think it's called Lionel Ritchie and Friends. And he did this song, and he invited on stage a guy called Kenny Chesney. And Chesney is just awesome. And he sings this brilliant, by the way. It's fabulous. I think Lionel introduced him as my brother from another mother. Love that. Anyway, it's a song I don't get to do very often. It's a shame Hazel's not there, because I know Hazel loves this song, and I don't think I've ever done it in any of the live shows. There's a lot of songs tonight I don't normally stick in the live shows. All right? But as it's my top 30, my favourite songs, it's in tonight. Anyway, so here we go. Scottish band, yeah, I thought so. I've been through so many changes in my life, a woman. It's a wonder I ain't lost my mind. And I ain't never said how much I need the sugar, but I sure need you by my side. My love, just thinking about you, baby, just blows my mind. My love, just thinking about you, baby, just blows my mind all the time. And this is the Kenny Chesney bit. Life with me, I know for sure it ain't been easy, but you stayed with me anyway. And even though you ain't gonna lose too much by leaving, I'm so glad you stayed. Just thinking about you, baby, just blows my mind. My love, just thinking about you, baby, just blows my mind all the time. You've been my friend and you've been my lover. Girl, you're everything I need. You made my life so strong. Now I know where I belong. Oh, girl, you never have to worry. Oh, babe, I like that run, very good. Anymore. My love, just thinking about you, baby, just blows my mind. Just thinking about you, baby, just blows my mind all the time. Yeah. Thank you so much. It is a brilliant song, that, but with Kenny Chesney, it's a different level again. Different level again. All right. Right. Give me 2 minutes, all right? Comfort break. Wimbledon. We're down to the top 10. Coming up in 2 seconds, the top 10, all right? I like that comment about Jigsaw. I love them to bits. 500 bits, to be precise. All right, give me 2 seconds, all right? Shall I put some of this on for you in the background? No, you'll be all right. You'll be all right for 2 seconds, won't you? There's no point trying to find that music for you, all right? Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back with you, all right? This will still keep going, okay? 2 minutes. Okay, back. You're still on your first bottle of wine, Stan. Flipping heck, mate. That's not like you at all, is it? Yeah, make your own entertainment, Lee. All right. Number 10. Into our top 10, ladies and gentlemen. At number 10. In the 1980s, I loved this band, all right? Loved them. And their very last album together had 2 massive hits on it. I can't remember. Only When You Leave, I think, was it? Maybe? No, that wasn't the name of the song. Anyway, the big one off the album is this. And don't panic, there's 2 or 3 fasties coming up, all right? So I'm a sucker for a good ballad, all right? That's why there's quite a few ballads in here tonight, okay? That's why I did say it was going to be a bit different tonight. All right, so this one here also brings back memories of a very good friend of ours. And so we'll dedicate this to him tonight, okay? One of my all-time favourite songs by the band Spandau. That was a quiz question last week, wasn't it? What was it? Jail Dance or something. Oh no, we just done that. Don't do that again. Press the wrong one, silly boy. There you go. Don't get Lee to say you'll do Silver Lady, for Christ's sake. David Soul Free Zone tonight. Mother doesn't know where love is gone. She says it must be youth, keep us feeling strong. See it in a face that's turning wise, and she smiles, she shows the line of sacrifice. Now I know what they're saying as the sun begins to fade. We make our love on wasteland through the barricade. Father made my history fought for what he thought had somehow set us free. Taught me what to say in school. Learned it up by heart. Now it's torn in two. Now I know what they're saying in the music of the parade. We make our love on wasteland through the barricade. Born on different sides of life, we feel the same and we feel all of this strife. Gonna be when I'm asleep, we'll cross the line and dance upon the street. Now I know what they're saying as the drums begin to play. We make our love on wasteland through the barricade. Oh, turn around and I'll be there. There's a scar right through my heart, but I'll bear it again. You know, I thought we were the human race. We were just another borderline case. And the stars reach out and tell us there's always one escape. Oh, I don't know where love is gone. And in this troubled land, desperation keeps us strong. Friday's child is full of soul, David's soul. With nothing left to lose, everything to go. Now I know what they're saying. It's a terrible beauty we made, but we make our love on wasteland through the barricade. Now I know what they're saying. As our hearts go through their grave, we make our love on wasteland. Yes, and through the barricades. That's for David. God bless. Geraldine Lean, good evening. Bit bloody late. Oh. Hey. There you go, Spandau. I saw, I didn't see the band, but I did see Tony Hadley with a band in Ronnie Scott's, and he was unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, folks, so we're into the top 10. Thanks for joining us. If you just joined us, you've missed a hell of a lot of good stuff. Number 30 was Mike and the Mechanics, Cup of Coffee. Number 29, Richard Marx, Endless Summer Nights. 28, Eagles, One of These Nights. 27, Kevin Johnson, Rock and Roll Gave You the Best Years of My Life. 26, Eagles again, Seven Bridges Road. 25, Billy Joel and Miami 2017. Again, Billy Joel, You're My Home. 24, number 23, Brooks and Dunn, My Maria. 22, Manilow, Weekend in New England. 21, Little River Band and Lonesome Lover. Lonesome Losers, sorry. 20, Eagles, Take It Easy. 19, Commodores, Sail On. 18, Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind. 17, Easy Like Sunday Morning, Commodores again. Number 16, Tim McGraw, something like that. 15, Toby Keith, Should Have Been a Cowboy. 14, Luke Combs and Beautiful Crazy. 13, Lionel Richie, Deep River Woman. And number 12, Jigsaw, Sky High. And number 11, My Love. And that one there, number 10, Spandau and Through the Barricades. It is like Top the Pops, isn't it? But it's kind of like Top the Pops over a span of 30 or 40 years. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is one of the new ones that I learned, well, newer songs for me, that we, this song always reminds me of Yorkshire, when we did our Sunday afternoon, all right, and me and Luke did this song for the very first time. It was Luke's first time to sing it and my first time to sing it. And somebody caught it on camera. I think it was Diane or somebody got it on camera. And it's just such a great song, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, this song here is what it says in the background. It's a drinking song. Unfortunately, I've run out. So, let's have a bit of fun with this, ladies and gentle people, okay? I love this song. Come on. Hey, buddy, let's stick around here. Let's have another beer. And it's honky-tonk night. Hey, buddy, have no fear. Let the worries disappear into the neon light. Let's get on alongside the sober. Get the barrel from the back, it's a little bit colder. We're another year on and another year older. Oh, my friend, here we are again on the wrong side of sober. Come on. Hey, buddy, stories I could tell, been through heaven and hell, and the ladies I have met. Hey, buddy, bad mistakes I've made, they're taken to the grave. But tonight, I'll just forget. Let's get on the wrong side of sober. You get the barrel from the back, it's a little bit colder. We're another year on and another year older. Oh, my friend, here we are again on the wrong side of sober. Let's get on the wrong side of sober. Get the barrel from the back, it's a little bit colder. We're another year on, another year older. Oh, my friend, here we are again on the wrong side of sober. On the wrong side of sober. Yes, that's definitely our agenda on our next meet up for sure. Did I see Nicola Berrigan? Oh yeah, Nicola Berrigan says hello. Hello, Nicola, how are you? Out, cat. Go on. All right. By the way, Sue, if you're watching, don't come in and feed the cats again. All right, because I fed them right before I came on. And your cloths are dry, as you like. Yeah, I know, mate. Trust me. All right, sticking with some country, all right? Had to put a couple in by this guy because he is God. Okay, so this is the first of, I think, how many? Oh, I think I put 2 in. Anyway, that's not that one. Brilliant song. I don't know why I didn't used to do this, you know. It's just a good song. I love singing it. Nickels and dimes, memories and wine. She's on his mind once again. Same old fool, same old stool. Played by the rules but didn't win. And there's an old love in his heart that he can't lose. He tried forgetting, but he knows that it's no use. He's got a fool-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a fool-hearted memory. He sits patiently here every night so it can pull him more. Well, you knew that George would be higher up in the list, surely. She was his girl, his only world. That string of pearls had slipped away. 1,000 dimes, 1,000 times. He doesn't mind what they say. He fills a jukebox and plays the same old song. He fills his glass and then he turns her memory on. He got a fool-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a fool-hearted memory. He sits patiently here every night so it can pull him more. He's got a fool-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a fool-hearted memory. He sits patiently here every night so it can pull him more. Yes, all Gale the King. Oh man, I think maybe maybe Nell's on the whiskey, possibly. Good on you, Nell. Quite right. I'm going to see if I can stretch this this cable to the fridge. Hang on. Yes, I can. I need a beer. Well, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, because I'm getting to sing some songs I don't ever get a chance to sing. Not that one particularly, but lots of them. I hope you're not bored or anything. I wish somebody could tell me how this works, you know. You know when it says however many people at the top are watching? I'm not sure that's true. You could have 5 people watching in the same house on the same thing, couldn't you? It's all right. It's just wishful thinking. Okay, don't forget, folks. As always, pinned to the stream there is the tip box. Okay, if you are feeling that way inclined. Max, go away. I just went to the fridge. Come on. Bloody cats. Cats want to come and say hello to you. All right. It's good that Nicola's joined us because I'm sure Suzanne likes it, and I know Nicola likes it. I think you danced to this when we were in the Sunday afternoon. In fact, I know you did. Again, that magic moment was caught on camera. Hello, Patsy. No, can't do request, honey. This is my top 30, all right? Another one I'm looking forward to singing live for you. Take me away from the city. Leave me where I can be on my own. Hello, Monica. Wanted to see you now that I have. I just wanna be left alone. I'll always remember your kind words. I still remember your name. But I've seen you tossing and turning, and I know that things won't be the same. Hello, Charlie Gilmore. How are you, buddy? I remember that summer in Dublin, and the Olympiads that stink like hell, and the young people walking down Grafton Street, everybody looking so well. I was singing the song I heard somewhere, called Rock and Roll Never Forgets, and my humming was smothered by the 46A and a scream up that low flying jet. So I jumped on a bus to Dunleary, stopping up to pick up my guitar. And a drunk on a bus told me how to get rich. I was glad we weren't going too far. Now normally I would say, Lee, the reason why the song haunts you because you murder it often enough. But I won't. Wednesday morning, trying to find a place where I can hear wind and the birds, sea and the rocks, where open roads always are near. Sometimes I tire of the quiet, and I want to walk back up that hill, but I just get on the road and stick out my thumb, 'cause I know you'll be there still. Here we go. I remember that summer in Dublin, and the Olympiads that stank like hell, the young people walking down Grafton Street, everybody looking so well. I was singing a song I heard somewhere, called Rock and Roll Never Forgets. My humming was smothered by the 46A, scream out that low-flying jet. Oh, so I jumped on a bus to Dunleary, stopping off to pick up my guitar. And a drunk on a bus told me how to get rich. I was glad we were going too far. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that summer in Dublin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that summer in Dublin. Oh. God bless Liam, the lead singer from Bagatelle, passed away recently. tune and a half, innit? I actually sang that once in McTavish because when we got back after the the first lockdown, and they said we could go back, we went back 2 weeks, and then they pissed us off again. Nightmare. But I got to sing it once in McTee's. All right, Suzanne, I hope you're paying attention, darling, because this next one's for you. I'm trying to find the bloody backdrop. I definitely did one. There it is. All right, from the album. It's not the song, but from the album. An old-time classic. I don't care what anybody says. This it just has to be one of the old-time classic albums. And this song was the very last song on the album Hotel California. And it's a song I think maybe twice I've done this live. It's an epic, is this. No apologies, though, because it is my top 30, and this one definitely comes in at number 6. This song is like you've all heard about how the West was won. This is more like how the West was lost. All right, that's what that was a description Don Henley gave it. So, Suzanne. She came from Providence, the one in Rhode Island, where the old world shadow hang heavy in the air. She packed her hopes and dreams like a refugee, just like her father did across the sea. They heard about a place, people were smiling, spoke about the red man's way and how they loved the land. They came from everywhere to the Great Divide, seeking a place to stand or a place to hide. Down in the crowded bars, out for a good time. Can't wait to tell you all what it's like up there. They call it paradise, I don't know why. Somebody laid the mountain low while the town got high. Then the chilly wind blew down across the desert, through the canyons of the coast to the Malibu. Somebody wake Suzanne up. Where the pretty people play, hungry for power, to light their neon way, given things to do. Some rich man came and raped the land. Nobody caught him. Put up a bunch of ugly boxes, and Jesus people bought them. They called it paradise, the place to be. They watched the hazy sun can leave it all behind and sail to La Haña, just like the missionaries did so many years ago. They even brought a neon sign, said Jesus is coming. Brought the white man's burden down, brought the white man's rain. We will provide the great design, what is yours and what is mine. There are no more new blood tears, we have got to make it here. We satisfy our endless needs, justify our bloody deeds, in the name of destiny, in the name of God. And you can see that there on Sunday morning, stand up and think about what it's like up there. They call it paradise, I don't know why. You call someplace paradise, kiss it goodbye. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Holy God. It is a tune though, isn't it? Hannah Young, how are you? Mandy, close your ears for a second. Should you not be busy with the young sailor? Just a thought. Okay. Moving swiftly on at number 5, ladies and gentlemen. It was a push-up between what's going to be 5 and what was going to be 6 between these two. Again, a lockdown song that I was asked to learn, and I think we've done it once. It is a song that I love. It's a belter. I think you might hear our friend Mel do this one tomorrow. Yes, I know I'm going to hell. Thank you, Suzanne. Okay. One from the main man. Oops. Let's go back there a second. A song that I still haven't quite mastered yet, but it's getting close, he said. Famous last words. Mr. Henley. I knew that it would come. An old true friend of ours was talking on the phone about someone. Got all the bad luck and the struggle we went through. How I lost me, you lost you. What are these voices outside love's open door? Make us throw up our contentment, beg for something more. I'm learning to live without you now. Miss you sometime. More I know, the less I understand. All the things I thought I knew, learning again. Trying to get down to the heart of the matter, but my will gets weak. My thoughts seem to scatter, but I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love me anymore. Bit out of pitch, sorry. Oh, these times are so uncertain. There's a yearning undefined. People feel weary. We all need a little tenderness. How can love survive such a graceless age? All the trust and self-assurance leads to happiness. They're the very things we kill, I guess. Pride and competition cannot fill those empty arms. And the work I put between us, you know it doesn't keep me warm. I'm learning to live without you now. Yeah, but I miss you, baby. The more I know, the less I understand. All the things I thought I figured out, I have to learn again. Been trying to get down to the heart of the matter, but everything changes. And my friends seem to scatter, but I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love me anymore. There are people in your life who've come and gone. They let you down, you know they hurt your pride. Put it all behind you, baby, 'cause life goes on. Keep carrying that anger, eating you up inside, baby. Been trying to get down to the heart of the matter, but my will gets weak. And my thoughts seem to scatter, but I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love me. Been trying to get down to the heart of the matter, but the flesh gets weak. And the ashes will scatter, what I'm thinking about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love me. Forgiveness, forgiveness, baby. Forgiveness, oh no. Forgiveness, oh baby. Forgiveness, forgiveness, even if you don't love me anymore. Thank you very much. I'm sure Mel will make a way better job of that tomorrow. I'm sure. All right. And of course, close up to the top. In at number 4 with a bullet is this next one by our friend, the King. I see you're all guessing. Alrighty, so doesn't get much better than this. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I've got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. Good evening, William. You need to get yourself an alarm clock. Took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. Lost a wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. I'll be looking for it when they pull that gate. I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Never fear, Claire, never fear. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I've got on. Ain't got a dime, what I've got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Had to be in, didn't it? Tune and a half, right? That was, I think that was the first straight song I ever heard. What a way to get an introduction to a singer. Oh my God. All right. Oh, it's a great song, Neil. As you have noticed, so far, not one by Neil. That's about to change. This next song here is another song that I very rarely get the chance to play live. And it was basically a song I played to death from an album that I played to death. The album was called Hot August Night, the original Hot August Night, 1972. And this song here, when I was a very, I know it's hard to believe, I used to be quite a sensitive little soul when I was 15, 16, 17. I know it's hard to believe. I know you're chuckling away now, but it's true. This song used to make me cry for a long time when I heard it. It's just so beautiful. That's what it's not particularly sad. Well, it is kind of sad, but not that sad. It's just beautiful. It's poetry. And it had to be in. It was a close run thing, whether it was number 3 or number 2. but it's definitely number 3 tonight. So. Morningside, the old man died. No one cried. They simply turned away. And when he died, he left a table made of nails and pride. And with his hands he carved the words inside. For my children, morning light, morning bright, I spent the night with dreams that'd make you weep. Morning time, wash away the sadness from these eyes of mine. For I recall the words the old man signed. For my children, and the legs are shaped with his hands. On a top made of oak and wood. And all of the children gathered around this great table, touched it with their laughter. Ah, that was good. Morningside, the old man died. No one cried. He surely died alone, and truth is sad, for not a child would claim the gift he had. The words he carved became his epitaph. For my children, home, Sanctus, home, home. Just love that. I just do. Always love that song. All right, thank you so much. We are now heading into the top two. And at number 2, had to be one in by this guy. Had to be. All right. So many songs to choose from, so many. But this one here, it's just, I don't know why, but it moves me every time I hear it. It's a story song, probably, that's why. Anyway, number 2. I went to work for her that summer. Teenage kids apart from home. Was a lonely widow woman, having to make it on her own. We're 1,000 miles from nowhere, wheat fields as far as I could see. Oh, needing something from each other, not knowing yet what that might be. And she came to me one evening, hot cup of coffee and a smile, in a dress that I was certain she hadn't worn in quite a while. Was a difference in her laughter, there was a softness in her eye, and on the air there was a hunger. Hiya Scott, good timing. Even a boy could recognize. Here we go. We had a need to build a thunder, chase the lightning from the sky, watch the storm with all its wonder, raging in a lover's eye. We had a right way to pasture, like a comet burning bright, rushing headlong in the wind, out where only dreams had been, burning forth into the night. Summer wind was all around, nothing between us but the night. And I told her that I'd never. She softly whispered, it's alright. Then I watched the hands of leather turn to velvet in a tub. Never been another summer that I had ever learned so much. Yeah. We had a need to build a thunder, chase the lightning from the sky, watch a storm with all its wonder, raging in each other's eyes. Had a right way to measure, like a comet burning by, rushing headlong in the wind, out where only dreams had been, burning both into the night. I often think about that summer, sweat the moonlight and the lake. I have rarely held another when I haven't seen her face. Every time I pass the wheat field, watch it dancing in the wind. Although I know it isn't real, just can't help but feel the hungry arms again. Yeah. Had a need to build a thunder, chase the lightning from the sky, watch it storm with all its wonder, raging in a lover's eye. Had a right way to passion, like a comet burning bright, rushing headlong in the wind, out where only dreams had been, burning both into the night. Rushing headlong in the wind, out where only dreams had been, burning both into the night. Hey! you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was GB, and we have a GB artist joined us. How you doing, brother? Alrighty. It's that time. And of course, it had to be. All right, it had to be. If anybody if you know me, then you know that this was going to be it. This was going to be the number one. Every time I sing it, and I don't lie, I tell you, this is my favorite song of all time. Okay, and I can't see anything changing that anytime soon. So we're going to finish up on this tonight. I hope some of the songs, I know a lot of them were different. That's the whole point of tonight. Give you something a little bit different tonight, okay? So, I enjoyed it. There again, I would, wouldn't I? I could only blame myself if I didn't enjoy it. Cheers, everybody. God bless you. Please, God, soon. Please, God, please. Can we not just get together? I'll tell you what. Even if you can't get here, right? If they allow people from here to there, I'm coming. I don't know how that's going to work, but either way, I don't care how it works. Thank you, John Grant. So, from me to you, most of you know what this next song is going to be. And, in my opinion, nothing touches it, all right? Nothing. LA's fine, the sun shines all the time. And the feeling is laid back. Palm trees grow, rents so low, you know, keep thinking about. Make my way back. Well, I'm New York City born, raised nowadays. I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I cry. I am, said I, and I am lost, and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still. You ever read about a frog who dreamed of being a king? And then became one. Except the names and a few other changes if you talk about me. Story's the same one. Ah, but I got an emptiness deep inside, and I try. It don't let me go. I'm not a man who likes to swear, but I never cared for the sound of being alone. I am myself. said to no one there, and no one heard it all, not even the chair. Why? Leaving me lonely still. Oh no, no, no. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that, all right? I do try and give you something different every time, okay? And that was, there's some of my favorite songs of all time. You don't get an encore, it's a top 30. Once you get to number one, that's you, right? It's 11 o'clock, folks. I'm not allowed, okay? I can't do it. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that, okay? Don't forget the tip boxes at the end of the chat thing, okay? Probably. Everybody keep safe. Maybe see you in 2 or 3 weeks again, okay? Live here on Facebook. God bless you. Good night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Be kind to each other, okay? Stay safe. Good night.